Key news, my lovely, wonderful people. Not be small thing dey happen so. Yes, so the thing all shock us so. As we dey hear the matter right now so. The thing all shock us so. Eh? They say Tinubu won't declare state of emergency for Nigeria over Niger matter. But Nigerians now they fight and back say, what do you mean? What's the state of emergency for? Is it for your own personal matter so that nobody go feel oppose you, or because truth dey in wetin you dey talk about? Say because the matter don't near door. Because by this week, few hours from now, the Presidential Election Tribunal will be declaring the result of the election. Yes, they will go ahead and they will declare the result. By the time they declare the result, it may be that Tinubu might be removed. Now, I picked my words carefully because this news, they go all over the world. Yes, may is a conditional statement. I did not say it will be removed. Might is another conditional statement, meaning say if the Presidential Election Tribunal judges look the whole evidence wey they deal with there and they want to be sincere under God, before God and man, they say we not go lie. They call the real result we're supposed to be with all the evidence they say they have, and the thing not favor Tinubu. Tinubu say Nigeria will receive what they call a state of emergency, because that will mean that the status quo have to remain. The presidency will have to remain until such a time that matters are settled. So please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Over Niger Republic, Tinubu planning to declare a state of emergency. The Tinubu's government is desperately dragging Nigeria into war to declare a state of emergency, PDP chieftains have alleged. The People Democratic Party PDP has accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led government of desperately dragging Nigeria into a war for their own interior political purpose. PDP spokesman said the projected war with the Niger Republic was heightening the tension in Nigeria. He said this is as a result of the Presidential Election Tribunal that may declare results that may not favor the current administration. And so, the Niger Republic issue is a very good camouflage to declare a state of emergency so that they can drag the nation to war, and the military, needlessly, will go into conflict with our own very neighbors, who we have been with for years. According to him, PDP observed that the instance of the APC administration to drag Nigerian soldiers into Niger in these very desperate matters is to disapprove, which has been disapproved by the National Assembly and Nigerians across board, validate the apprehension right now going on in the Tinubu-led government, which they desperately want to keep the status quo without getting the true winner to assume office as Nigerian's president. While the PDP frowned at the constitutional change of government in any part of the world, our party holds that the situation in Niger Republic does not warrant an external peacekeeping effort that does not constitute any threat to the wholesomeness of our nation, Nigeria, to justify committing ourselves overstretched military that cannot even keep the peace at home. Insecurity is still on the rise. To go into Niger to declare war. This is a clear desperation on Tinubu's part to ensure that he keeps Nigerians perpetually down and the court do not declare any further winner. Nigerians must become wise that there is desperation to keep this nation kept in captivity, but we expose every form of wrongdoing so that everybody will be aware of their antics and tactics. Nigeria will not go. Again, the good thing there is that the North has rejected Tinubu going into any form of war against their neighbors, saying it will affect them more than any other part in the country. Well spoken. It will affect the North more than any other part. It's not a statement you should take lightly. It will sincerely affect the North more than any other part of the country. It will. I can assure you for free. It will. Because the Northerners are, how many states are sharing border with Niger? You know the border we're talking about? Is say they just divide line. No? Now be the border we talk about. So. Kebbi is one of them. Castina is one of them. Yobe is one of them. To mention but a few. And not just these three that I mentioned. So imagine the outpour of the people. Imagine humanitarian crisis. Do you know that insecurity will rise? Because even in Nigeria, people never get job. Then how would they come and not get job? You don't say you need money to feed. You don't say you need money to feed. So insecurity will rise. When people become desperate, they see their children hungry, things are happening. It takes the fear of God for a man to say, I will die rather than do what is wrong. You don't know, or you don't know. So Tinubu needs to think about his options very carefully. You can't drag a whole nation into an unforeseen circumstances because you feel so. It doesn't work that way. No. Who is giving you that idea? Who is helping you to see things in that light? The person have not done you well. Let's call a spade a spade. That person does not love you. He doesn't like you. So, but they are saying, PDP is saying that it will be a very good decoy for Tinubu to be able to say why he's declaring a state of emergency in Nigeria, that the country is helping peace, is carrying out peacekeeping in another country. We are neighbors, things are going on here, and so he does not want blah, 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 blah. For whatever the case may be, remember that we cannot go against our very own. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. We can't do that. I've said it again and again. Two brothers, they fight. Say, me, key one, I go be the way, I be the solution forward. It's not to. You will find a way to settle the matter. At the end of the day, even if they not talk, they be brothers. Even if they chose not to talk to themselves, they are still brothers. And so you must become very careful with taking sides. And be careful when taking of these sides is coming from external factors who are pushing you into unforeseen circumstances, who are telling you that your brother is very naughty, do this to him. At the end of the day, God go come ask Cain, no, what happened to Abel? You know, say God see they ask the question. Oh, they there now. Okay, now go do what you're not supposed to do now. You say God will come ask Cain. That time you call be Cain because you don't do something bad. The Abel now come be the one say die. Go here, put it happen to your brother. You call so that am I my brother's keeper? You call it the spirit of vagabond. Vagabond, go when I be wanderer, no settlement, place to place. Even if you get all the money in the world, you cannot settle, you cannot buy something, you cannot, even if you buy something, say buy this whole land, it go eventually go sell and go back to penury. It's a spirit of vagabond. For person who don't do bad. That's what happens to kind of get we are boys. Okay, kill your mic, kill your pie, keep person abi. That girl for a bad on. They come out in womb baby. If you say you don't succeed, don't worry. Only you use your own hand. Call the spirit of vagabond for you sit down. Say, come stay with me. Now use your own hand, take color. And guess what? He will wine and dine with you. And at the end of the day, you will regret ever taking that decision. Because your state, from beginning where you say you need money to the end state, it will be worse off. Leave us a comment. Leave us a comment. Let's hear what you think. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Bye for now.